What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for the Manchester City Loan Report Part 2. In this part, we're going to be covering Angus Gunn's loan, Jason Denayer's, Paolo Fernandes, Brandon Barker, and Isaac Buckley-Ricketts. So we're going to get straight on with the video, and we're going to be starting up first with Angus Gunn, goalkeeper. He's on loan from Norwich. He's 22 years old, 6'5". He signed in the summer on a season-long loan, and he's Norwich's goalkeeper now. He's the #1 for them. Is even a possibility at some point this week that he could be called up to the England team for the next 2 friendlies, which are going to be partaking in the next couple of weeks. So he's done fantastically well at Norwich. That represents it right there for you. It's an England under-16 to England under-21 international. He's made 10 appearances for the England under-21s. That was since 2015. And this season he's made 36 appearances for Norwich and played 41 games in all competitions, keeping 14 clean sheets along the way in the Championship. And he's the 5th highest clean sheet for a goalkeeper in the Championship. He has done fantastically well, Angus Gunn, and I'm really not sure if he's going to be at Manchester City next season. It really wouldn't surprise me if he was. It's a shame, because I think he's an absolute quality goalkeeper. However, I feel like his future lies away from Manchester City, which is a shame, but these things happen. So for the good of his career, and his move to Norwich is doing fantastic. He's probably not going to be at Manchester City next season, but we'll see how he gets on from now till the end of the season and whether he can get in the England side. Even if he could put himself forward for the World Cup, wouldn't that be lovely for Angus? All the best of luck on loan for the remainder of the season and to Norwich. Now to Jason Denayer, centre-back, plays for Galatasaray in Turkey. He's 22 years old, just like Angus Gunn, and he's 6'1". He's a Belgium international, made 8 appearances for the national side. He's been used and abused, in my opinion, by Manchester City and his career's faltered because of that. If you remember back in 2015, after he had successful loan periods the year before to Celtic and had a good spell in Turkey with Galatasaray, he then got loaned out to Sunderland after it was called for him to be promoted to the Man City side. I feel like with proper coaching by someone like Pep that we have in charge now rather than Pellegrini at the time, he could have nurtured Denayer into a world-class player, because he was up there, he was getting ranked amongst the likes of Vincent Kompany, so him training amongst other world-class centre-backs would have done absolute wonders for his career, and instead it kind of faltered. He went on loan to Sunderland. He didn't do too well in the 2016-2017 season. He wasn't good enough for Man City then, he isn't good enough for Man City now. He's gone on loan to Galatasaray again. He's made 15 appearances this time for Galatasaray this season. He's set a new Turkish pass record for the top division for most passes in a game with 60, which is very good. Like I said, it would have suited him down to the ground having Pep there. He could have nurtured him and made Denayer into a world-class player. It's such a shame that the thing probably won't work out like that, and Denayer probably won't be at Man City next season. What we don't want, though, is for Denayer to now be loaned out until his contract's up. We want to probably get a permanent sale. It'll be good for his career, and it'll be best for Man City, in my opinion, too. He's 22 years old. He needs a lot of football. This is he's going into his prime now. Moving on to Paolo Fernandes. He's a midfielder playing for NEC Breda, 19 years old, 5'8", Spanish midfielder. He got loaned at the beginning of the season to our partner club, NEC Breda, in the Eredivisie after getting promoted last season in the Netherlands. He's made a similar appearance to Denayer. He's made 13 appearances this time for NEC Breda, scoring 1 goal, which isn't too bad. He's a player with potential, and I feel like he needs another loan somewhere else. I feel like maybe he needs to go play lower league football, perhaps, maybe not in England, but maybe somewhere in Spain or somewhere in France, somewhere in Italy, somewhere in continental Europe. It'd do a world of good for Paolo Fernandes, and we'll be able to see just how good of a player he'll turn out to be, because I'm excited. He's a good prospect. He's only 19 years old. He needs to become a first-team starter, though, and at Breda, I feel like he's a little bit limited, in my opinion. Moving on, this time we've got Brandon Barker. Now, he's on loan. He's a winger. He's at Hibernian. He's 21 years old. He's 5'9". He's an England under-20 international. He's dropped off the radar a little bit since a couple of loans ago, because he was getting tooted about being in the Manchester City side, getting promoted a couple of seasons back. He's made 22 appearances in Scotland, though, this season for Hibernian, scoring 1 goal, which is good. You know, he's getting game time, he's making the most of his loan, and apparently he was looking at inspiration from Patrick Roberts and his loan when he went to Celtic, you see. So he was using that as motivation to try and get himself in towards the Man City squad, or even get himself a permanent transfer to a top quality club, just like how Patrick Roberts has performed. It's not quite had the same impact as what Patrick Roberts had at Celtic. I mean, he's doing okay, but he's not doing fantastic. It's a good loan move nonetheless, though, in my opinion. We'll have to see how he finishes the season, see if he can finish it strong, and we'll see where he ends up next season. But I feel like his future isn't at Man City. But just because your future isn't at Man City doesn't mean you can't become a top quality player at a top quality club. You just need to finish the season strong and see where he goes from there. And the exact same can be said about Isaac Buckley-Ricketts. Striker, played for FC Twente, then went on loan to Oxford United in League One. 19 years old, Manchester lad, and an England under-20 international. Now, he went to FC Twente at the beginning of the season, in the summer, on a season-long loan. He made 6 appearances in his 4 or 5 month reign whilst he was at Twente. He scored no goals, and he weren't getting his first team football, basically. So Man City recalled him in January and immediately sent him out on loan to League One to Oxford. Now, he said that he's enjoying the physicality that you don't get in the youth infrastructure in this country, which is absolutely true. He's enjoying that, he's learning each game, and he's getting better. Now, he's made 6 appearances in his couple of months that he's been at Oxford, which is the same amount as he's made at FC Twente in all of his time whilst he was there. He's got 2 assists, he's doing well. Hopefully it can continue. I mean, there is a big difference between League One and the Eredivisie, obviously, because League One's the 3rd tier of English football, but there is still that physicality there. It is very difficult. So, he's getting used to it. Fair credit to the lad for going out on loan, and hopefully he can build himself up, get a couple more loans, maybe even burst his way into the top quality Championship club. Like I said, I don't think any of these players really have got a future at Man City. If they did, they'd already be promoted to the squad. Gunn did get promoted, but obviously he's not going to replace Edison or Bravo, so he's never going to get game time. And now look at him, he may well be going to the World Cup. So things aren't all doom and gloom when you go out on loan or when you leave Manchester City. So let me know what you think of these players performing in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoy the video. Don't forget to check out my social media, that's in the description below. Don't forget to check out my second channel and my partner channel. Their links to both them channels are at the end. Go and check out their content, like and subscribe, covering gaming videos and mixology drinks respectively. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're aiming for 400 subscribers and we're not too far away, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can hit that soon. You can also go and check out my loan report from the first part, which is, I'll leave the link at the end of this video, and then you can keep an eye out for parts 3 and 4, because there's 2 more parts to this video, which will be out hopefully very soon with the international break. So, because there's not a lot of games, I'll be able to distribute more videos along these lines. So if you're enjoying them, you're digging the videos, let me know, leave a big thumbs up, and leave in your comments that you are enjoying the video. But until the next time, I will see you later. It's been JSGC, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace, ciao for now.